everybody, it's Wendy, and today we are here to open the GGC treasure bag. This is for the month of May, or it came out in May. These are special limited edition treasure bags, and they don't come out every month. Usually it's around every other month, but not necessarily. So anyway, this one is May, and it is called Enchanted Jewels, and our encouraging word for today is strive for progress, not perfection. Takes a lot of pressure off when you don't try to be perfect. All right, so GGC's treasure bag. This sells out really, really fast. This one, I believe, is already sold out, so you can't get this specific one. But the beads that she puts in these bags are normal sizes, normal shapes. You know, it's something that you can substitute your own with if you don't have this bag. But if you are interested in getting this bag, you need to click on the link in the description box below this video and sign up to be notified when the next one goes on sale. Okay, it's really important that you do that, otherwise you're never going to get one, because I think they sell out within like hours of being put on her site. They're gone. So this one, if you can hear, there's a little bell sound in there. So every time I pick it up, I hear this little bell dinging. I'm like, what is that? But another thing I want to point out is look at the size of this bag. The normal subscription box bags are about this big. So this is a big bag, and you get full-size strands in these bags. Okay, so check them out. All right, let's just go ahead and let me just dump this out. And we'll go through it together, and then we're going to do a tutorial. I'm going to do a tutorial for you. So, let's see what we got here. We have a 15-inch strand of 8mm round royal purple dyed glass pearls, approximately 52 beads. So there they are. They're beautiful, of course. I like this dark purple. It's not real easy to find in a lot of different beads. I'm really having issues with my lighting. He put a new light up for me, and it's a really bright light, but for some reason, it's just not, I don't know, it's making it really hard. I think maybe I need another one to, like, go beside it, or I've got to get it at a different angle or something. But anyway, here these are. And then we have a 12-inch strand of 4x3mm emerald flat round glass beads. Approximately 80 beads. Oh, that's these. Oh, these are cute. These are little coins. Flat round, yeah. Oh, these are pretty. Wow, look at this. Look at the sparkle on those beads. Those are gorgeous. Wow. Really, really pretty. Teeny tiny little faceted coins. I love them. Oh, so cute. Okay, then we have a 12-inch strand of 4x6mm electroplated peach glass triangles. That would be these, approximately 100 beads in here. Oh, wow, these are pretty too. Look at that. I mean, it just like hits you when you pop it out of that bag. You're like, whoa, that sparkle is just insane. Wow, those are really pretty. Triangle shaped, very cool. Then we have a 16-inch strand of 4x3mm royal purple glass rondelle beads. I believe that would be these. Again, I love this darker purple. I don't like the purple that is pinky, if you know what I mean. Like, there's an amethyst shade out there that is just like a washed out maroon, and I do not care for that at all. This is pretty. These are darker. Really pretty. And like I said, you get full-size strands. Look at this. Lots of beads in there. 123, it says, approximately. Then you get a 16-inch strand of 6x5mm rosaline glass rondelle beads. Approximately 80 beads. I think that's these. Again, really pretty. And if you notice, now the triangles everybody probably doesn't have. I got that. But, and the coins maybe not, but the rondelles and the pearls are very common sizes, so, and shapes. So you can substitute with your whatever you've got. And even for the coins, if you have a 4mm bead, you know, just substitute for that. So if not, I mean, if you don't have this, now you want to get the box though, because, or the bag, because it's really good. One 15-inch strand of 3mm rose gold synthetic hematite beads. Oh, these are pretty. Approximately 130. Oh, those are really pretty. Synthetic hematite. There they are. And it says on here, all metals are nickel, cadmium, and lead free. So there those are. Look how pretty this looks together. Really pretty. Okay. Then we have one 22-inch strand of 6mm round pentagon faceted electroplated golden green glass, approximately 100 beads. Ooh, that was a lot to say. I think that's these. Pentagon faceted electroplated golden green glass. Yes. So this is what she's calling pentagon cut. I like it. It's kind of like the English cut, I think. Basically the same thing. Really beautiful. Look at the sparkle. Oh my goodness, it's almost blinding. It's so pretty. This is a ton of beads. This is 130? Oh no, approximately, wait, 100. Approximately 100 beads. Wow. They're beautiful. They've got this AB coating on them. Gorgeous. Alrighty. One 17-inch strand of 3x2mm green mix glass rondelle beads. Oh, these are cute. Approximately 186 beads. These are the tiny little 2x3s, I think. Is that what? 3x2, yeah. And they are really pretty. They're faceted. They're always very sparkly. Pretty little rondelles. This is a pretty color scheme we've got going on here. Then we have a 15-inch strand of 4mm round peach luster opaque glass beads. Oh, these are pretty. I like this finish. This luster finish. Anything that has a luster finish on it, I'm all about. So pretty. Look at these. They do look like pearls, almost. They're really pretty. Approximately 100 of them. One bag of approximately 125, 4x3.5mm lavender paint rondelle beads. I think it must be these, lavender. One bag, 4x3.5mm lavender paint. Okay, I don't know what paint means. Maybe they're paint. It's got paint on them. It's like a. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's kind of like it's a cool coating on there. That's all I know to say. It's pretty. Really pretty. It's cool. I just don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like a splatter almost, but not really because it's the same color as the bead. I don't know. They're really pretty. And again, they have that luster look to them, which I love. Then we have a 14-gram bag of 4 to 5mm round light peach cat's eye glass beads, approximately 85. These are pretty. I love cat's eye glass. I just think it's very cool. I think it's a fiber optic thing that goes on inside there, but I just think it's cool. Those are really cute. All right. Then we have some rice beads. We have a 10-gram bag of 9x4mm light green rice cat's eye beads. Cool, look at those. So cat's eye rice beads. Pretty color too. Really pretty pastel. It's really pretty with those. I have a feeling we're going to be making something green out of this. And then we have 5 13x10mm lavender twist faceted AAA grade crystal glass bicone beads. Okay, that's these. Yeah, these are pretty. I like the size of these. 13x10. They do have a twist, kind of like they're faceted, they're bicone shaped, but yeah, they're really cool. And this is grade AAA. So that's really good glass. Really good. Pretty too. Beautiful. Looks gorgeous with those coin beads. I would like to see how many sets of earrings I could make out of this. I don't know. We might try that. We might not, but we'll think about it. Then we have the same things in the rosaline and the lavender. Right. They're all the same. We've got green, rosaline, and lavender. Those are really pretty. Really, really pretty little glass bicones. Okay. Let me get that out so it doesn't blind you. And then we have 4 2x10 millimeter electroplated glass column beads. Oh, that's these. Okay, these are cool. I like these. They're really just kind of cute. Really cute for, I don't know what I'll use them for, but they are really cute. Pretty different, not like you see anywhere else. I've not seen those. Really cool. They've got like a little flower pattern on them. See that? So cute. Okay, and then we have 5 19x8 millimeter peach faceted electroplated crystal glass rice beads. Oh, that's these. These are cool. These are big rice beads. Ooh, look how pretty. Faceted, absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Those are pretty. Those have to go on something for sure. My favorite thing so far are these coins. I love these coins. They're so cute. All of it's gorgeous, but I love the coins. 10 millimeter round frosted electroplated colorful rose glass beads. Oh, that's these. These are cute. They have little roses on them. Electroplated on them. Look how cute. I think I've seen these with maple leaves before, but I've never seen them with roses. Those are pretty. If you noticed, I've stopped putting things back in the bags. I really need to be putting them back in the bags. So there's those. Then we have 3 12 millimeter round faceted electroplated crystal faceted electroplated golden purple glass beads. Oh yeah, these are pretty. That. Look at the fiber look inside. I just love that when they do that. I think that's so cool. Those are beautiful. I love that she includes different sizes in here too. So you've got 10 millimeter, you've got 12 millimeter, you've got these long, thinner bicones, and just a big variety of sizes. It's nice. Alrighty, I'm having trouble keeping my place on this page. We're only at item 21 out of 28. So 10 15 by 15 by 3 millimeter glitter gold powder glass leaf beads. That's these. These are really pretty. Ooh, yeah. Look at this glitter gold coating on them. Seen that before on other things. I just think it's really pretty. Those are cute. Really cute earrings, maybe. Thinking about what to do. Let's see. 126 by 19 by 8 millimeter lavender crystal glass rhinestone pendant with copper tone brass tube bail. Oh my. Wow, look at that. It's like a disco ball on my wall back there. It's making, yeah, that's beautiful. Jeez, I love that. It is so pretty. It's going to go so nice with these. Oh, wow. Look at the sparkle. Yeah, that's beautiful. I gotta say, that popped out of the bag and I was very wowed by it. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Oh my. Okay. Wow. Then we have 128 by 21 millimeter copper tone brass hollow bell cage pendant with green painted brass bell inside. Oh, okay. So 2 items prepared as one. It says this is what I kept hearing then. Hear it? Whee! Okay. How cute. Does it come out? Yeah, it does. Oh, okay. I love that. That's super cute. And it's like a sweet little bell sound. It's not an annoying bell sound. I might put that on Sadie's collar. No, not really, but I really do like that. Okay. All right, and then we have one 18 by 18 by 5 millimeter copper tone alloy heart pendant. That would be this. Very pretty. Oh, that's cute. Really cute. I like the way she's got all this filigree kind of working together. All this looks really good together. And then 1 meter of 5 by 3 by 9 millimeter, 0.9 millimeter copper tone iron cable chain. Yes, talking today is hard. Okay, there we go. Look how pretty. I like this. I like copper with these colors too. I think I would not have put copper with it. Like, I love how she's done the copper. I do love rose gold and copper together. I think for some reason I would have put like silver. I don't know, but I love the copper. Oh, I love it because it kind of gets me out of my little rut that I get in sometimes. You know, it makes you think. Okay, copper looks really good with this. All right, then we have, did I just do that? Yes, 7 small copper tone alloy toggle sets. Okay, here we go. Little toggles. These are nice. Here's why I like them. As you see, the bar is plenty big enough to cover that circle, right? It's not going to slide out real easily. I do not like toggles that have, like if this bar, a lot of them you see they would have cut off these 2 ends and it would only be that long and it just slides out. But these are nice. These have the long bar. It's what you want to look for when you look for a toggle. Look for the bar that covers very well. I mean, it has to be able to get through there, but you got to make sure that it's not too short, that it's just going to slip out of there real easy. So these are really nice, and you get 6 sets of them. No, 7 sets of them. That's really nice. Okay, then we have 6 25 by 12 by 2 millimeter copper tone alloy 5-strand reducer links. These are nice. These can be chandeliers. These can be a necklace. That's really cool. I might do something like that. I haven't done anything like that for a long time. Strung all the way across there. Or they can be a bracelet like that. Yeah, lots of things you can do with these. These are really nice. So, and I love that she's got this pattern going on and everything. It looks really good together. All right. We have 5 23.5 by 23.5 by 1 millimeter copper tone alloy chandelier links. These are pretty. Again, you know, this could be, you could do it like this. You could do them like this. You could hang them chandeliers. You could do it. But yeah, there's lots of different ways. You could even kind of like maybe hook them together somehow and do something cool. I don't know. I've done that kind of stuff sometimes before. Made my own little thing, like hooking them well together with little jump rings. It's kind of fun. Yeah. I don't know if that'll work or not. It could. Oh, look. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure something out, though. They're very cool. And then I missed one somewhere along the way. I have a 15-inch, no, not 4 millimeter, 16-inch strand. That's this one. 8 by 6 millimeter light green glass rondelle beads. Yeah, I don't know how I missed you. I'm sorry. There you are. All right, so these are very pretty as well. This is a beautiful collection here, curated very well by Gina. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. So check out GGC Treasure Bag. Make sure that you sign up to be on her notification email list. And she also has an app that you can join. So you can download and join. But yeah, you don't want to miss out on this. I mean, this is, look at this. It's a great, great value. Beautiful products. Gina is a beater, you know, well-known beater for a long, long time. She has got the knowledge, the expertise, and yeah, she's done a great job here. So thank you to Gina for sponsoring this video, and let me just pause it, and I'm gonna figure out what we're gonna make, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I have some 7-strand bronze color. This says bronze. It sure looks copper to me. Bead stringing wire from Beadalon. I have got the beautiful cat's eye beads here. I have the dark strand of 4 millimeter rondelles and all of these little, what she called glass painted or painted rondelles. They're really pretty. I have the hematite beads in rose gold. I have the pearls. I have these two connectors and this pendant. And I have a toggle clasp and some crimps. And I think that's all we're going to need to do this. I may pull out a few rose gold bead caps of my own or copper. Let me see what I have. Okay, so I pulled out some little copper bead caps here. Just a little 6mm bead cap, and we're going to use that. So, what we're going to do, I've never done this before, so we'll see how it works out. But, you know, if you don't try, you never know, right? So, I'm going to cut 5 pieces of my bead stringing wire, and I want this to be about this far apart. Okay, this is just my own personal preference. You can do it however you want. But I want it to be about that far apart, which is, if I measure it, oops, if I measure that, it is about, 5.5, about close to 5.5 inches apart, okay? So I'm going to cut my bead stringing wire, and I'm just going to cut several pieces, or 5 pieces actually, and I'm going to leave a little room on the end to crimp. Okay, so I'm just cutting them about, I don't know, 6 inches, 7 inches, something like that. So I have some room on the end to get my crimps in. So I'm doing 5. 1, 2, 3. And they don't have to be exact because we're going to be crimping, like I said. 4. And 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1 more. 5. Alrighty. So there we have it. Set that aside. Okay. Okay, so I have all my beads out of the off the strands and everything, and out of the packages. So I'm just gonna kind of move things. We don't need the, well, we will need the crimps here in a minute. We don't need the toggles just yet. Just trying to move things where y'all can see all the beads. Okay. Alright, so we've got 5 strands here. Now what I'm going to do, this is going to be a little bit fiddly, I think, but to make it look right, I had another strand. Oh, there we go. 5. Okay. So what I'm going to do is take a bead bug, and I'm going to bead bug everybody together. Well, I really can't do that. I can do that, actually. So I'm going to stick all 5 strands through this pendant piece, okay? So make sure all 5 strands go through. And then get your ends together here. You need to make sure that your ends are together, and bead bug. Bead bug everybody together, okay? This is going to keep your strands anything from falling apart, okay, but you don't want to crimp yet. So now we have to decide kind of how we want to string this. Now I need a bigger bead. Well, it's not really going to matter, actually, I don't think. Okay, so pick out your top strand right here. All right, and let's go ahead and string this up. So I'm going to put a cat eye bead. Now, let me think. Do I want to do this? You know what? I think I do want to. I think I'm going to do it in kind of a pattern. So 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do all the cat eye beads on one strand. 5, 6, 7. And what I'm doing here is I have to get this guy to the middle, okay? So as I string these other strands up, I just have to make sure that I have enough on the other side to do the same thing. And they're all going to get crimped to these connectors here in a minute. And you're definitely going to need bead bugs. Bead bugs help, okay? They help keep things straight here. They help keep you can use tape Just make sure you have something to stop your strands with, okay? Because if you don't, you're going to be hurting, trust me. All right, I'm going to add 2 more to this one, just like that. Now, I'm just trying to keep everything kind of even, so if I pull these strands here up on this side to where they're kind of like straight across from here, like this makes a straight line, but these all need to be even. So let me do that. Let me trim these up to where they're all the same length. That's kind of important here. We've got 2 that are a little bit longer, and we don't want to end up with not enough room to crimp at the end. That would be a problem on the other ones. Okay, so here we go. So now, if you look at this, you lay these kind of like this. You want to make sure this guy's in the middle. And it doesn't have to be super precise. I mean, it's going to look okay no matter how you do it. But I think I can get 1 more on here. 1 more cat eye bead. Now, I'm going to bead bug this one. I'm bead bugging them all separately on this side. Okay, so there's that one. Now, what I'm going to do is pick what I want to do next for this next one. And I think for it, I'm going to do just a little rondelle. Now see, some of these will go through our little tunnel here, and that's okay. They can. We just have to try to keep this kind of straight. Okay, so I'm going to do the rondelle. Do we want to maybe alternate these? Yeah, that would be pretty. And then maybe this little spacer in there too. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do a dark, a light, and a rose gold bead. And I'm just going to bead up until it's even with the other strand of the cat's eye beads. And it may float through there. That's fine if it does. Just put enough beads on to where it fills your strand. So dark, light. Now look, these little rose gold beads, whoops, some of them are stuck together. If yours are stuck together, just pop them apart. You can use your cutters, you can use your fingers. It's just where they're, see this? It's where the plating was put on them. You can just cut them right apart. It's not a big deal. They're plated together on a string, and sometimes it just locks them together. Okay, so I'm going to keep on with the dark, the light, and the rose gold on this side until I get even with this one. So do yours. Okay, so I've bead bugged that guy. Now we're going to come down here. And what do I want to do? I may pull out some of the other beads even. I've got these that would be pretty on here, but I don't know that I want to use the pink on there. These triangle beads would be really pretty. Ooh, those would be really pretty. We may use these too, because I could use something different, another variety here. Let's put the triangle beads on as well. Get them off here. Everybody goes everywhere when you use these little, when they put them on this wire. There we go. Yep, see? Everybody went everywhere. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's do the triangle beads, and I'm going to just do probably a solid strand of just them. Let me see here. See what they look like. Yeah, I'm just going to do the solid strand of just them. I'm keeping this a little bit simple in the beading part. I know there's a lot of strands, but I want to keep it kind of simple in the beading part just because there's going to be a lot going on here, and this is so beautiful. I don't want to take, you know, too much away from that pendant. So we're just going to do a whole strand of triangle beads here. And again, do it all the way up to the length of your other ones and just bead bug it. Okay, so we've got the triangle strand. Now I think I will do, let's see here, what do I want to do? I want to do a solid strand of just the purple, the dark purple I mean. So let's do that. Same thing, string yours up, put on your bead bug. Okay, and last but not least, I've got my little other last strand here, and I think I'm just going to do it with these light purple. Okay, I'm trying to decide if I want to do anything else on this one, but I think I'm just going to do the light purple, so same thing. Okay, so I've got this side all strung up. Now I'm going to come over to this side, and I'm going to remove my bead bug, and what I'm going to do is string up this side, but not necessarily on the same, so I'm just going to pick this one and string it, pick one to string it up with. I'll probably string it up with this one. I don't want them to all be right across from each other. I want them to kind of mix up a little. Okay, so I'm going to do the top one with the triangles, and then, you know, we'll go from there. But I'm going to string all of these similar to all of the, you know, this, I'm going to do them the same. Like if it had all triangles on here, I'm going to do all triangles in here. I just am not making sure that they match up across. I'm going to let them be kind of eclectic. I don't know how you want to say it, but so go ahead and do yours and come right back. And I meant to say just bead bug them, do not crimp. Okay, we're not ready to crimp yet. So just bead bug them all like you did this side. Okay, and come on back. Okay, so here's what we've got. Now, what you want to do is lay these out, just eyeball it, and make sure that they look pretty even on both sides. You don't want this side way longer than this side or anything like that. And I think I've got mine looking pretty even. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take these and we're going to crimp right onto them. Okay, so I'm going to start here with this little bottom strand. I'm going to grab a crimp bead. And I've got bead bugs on all these little guys so they don't fall out, because believe me, they will. Okay, and I'm crimping directly onto this. I'm not using wire guards right now. I just don't, number one, I don't have the room for them. And what I may end up doing if I have too much trouble getting these crimped right on here is I may use jump rings. I may just crimp a little loop in it and then put it on a jump ring. But I think, honestly, I think I can get them through here. So I'm going to do this whole side first. And then if any of them look freakishly longer than the other side, then I can fix them. But this is really tedious. I should have left longer wire. Clearly, I should have done that, but I did not. So I think we may end up crimping onto a jump ring. I think I'm going to do that because that's going to be a lot easier. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Let me grab some jump rings. Alright, so here's what I'm doing. Small copper jump rings here. They're like, I think they're 3mm, maybe 4, I don't know. But I'm just coming around here and I'm just going to make a loop and crimp just a little loop here. It'll be easier than trying to get it on. See, I can pull out the bottom here. I can find my little bottom piece. I can pull it right out the bottom of the crimp and just make a small loop at the top right there. There we go. See, just like that. And you want to try to get them all the same. Okay, so see the little teeny loop? And I'm just going to crimp it on this end. Okay, make sure it's folded over good. Now, I'm going to do all of them, and I'm just, like I said, I'm just kind of eyeballing it to make sure that they look even on both sides. See, he looks like he could maybe take one more bead. So I'm going to put one more on here. You mainly want it even with the other ones over here. So he actually looks like he could take one more bead. But again, I'm going to make it really hard for myself crimping here, but I do want the strands to look even too, so that looks good. So let's see if we can get it crimped. And you can just use your crimping pliers. It works really well to take that little tail back through there. If you can get it through one of the beads, then that's great. If you can't, then, you know, leave yourself more room than I did. Well, I don't even see him poking through there. Okay, so I'm just going to take it, yeah, right there through the, there it is. So I'm just going through here. That's about even with the other little loop on the other one. And just go ahead and crimp it close. Even if I can't get back through the bead, that's okay. Okay, so there's that one. Now let's check this guy. Oh, he's loose on the other side. I don't know which one he's connected to, but let's put a bead bug on him because I sure don't want them flying off. Okay, so this guy right here, he looks pretty good. He looks like he could maybe take one more bead. I think he's probably, well, I probably should put one more on there. So I've got dark and I need a light one. I just want to make sure they all look really even. Okay, now we're going to stick our crimp bead on. Same old, same old. And I'm going to go up this whole side, you know, with all 5 strands, doing exactly the same thing, just crimping a small loop and making sure that my strands are all even on this end. Now, we have not crimped the other end, so if you need to make adjustments, you know, you still can. But right now, I'm just trying to make sure that my loops are all fairly even and that my strands are all fairly even. Okay? And that I get it crimped down really good. Okay? So go ahead and do your other 2 strands and come on back. Okay, so that side's all done. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to make sure that all the loops are even and that the strands are even. I'm going to crimp each loop closed, and then we'll come back and connect everything. So, but what you can do is, if, you know, since your other side's not crimped down, if you notice, like, you know, this one could come this way just a little bit probably, and have, you know, just push it out this way a little bit if you need to, or the other way, and just make sure everything's even before you crimp this side closed and then crimp it closed. Hey, I'll show you guys a trick. So one easy way to do this when you've got this little loop here is to take a piece of bead stringing wire, fold it in half, and loop it through there. And then you can grab this tail and holding on to this piece that's looped through there, and you can tighten this up if you need to. Okay? That'll help you. Or you could use a head pin or something, but I find that it's easiest to use these little, just a little piece of bead stringing wire, fold it over, and grab this tail, and then that'll allow you to pull this tight so you can crimp it down. Okay, just like that. So that's just a little trick. So continue crimping your little strands over here and come right back. Okay, so now that I have everything crimped off, I'm going to use my little, I believe these are 4mm jump rings, and I'm going to hook them all onto the loops here. And again, I am not trying to put them in the same order. So see how he's down here and he's up here? I want to do it that way. Okay, so go ahead and do yours and come on back. Okay, so here we go. Wow, this is so pretty. So I want to use pearls up the sides mainly, so I'm going to get a couple more pieces of my bead stringing wire, whatever I did with it. What did I do with it? Oh, I'm telling you, my desk is a mess right now. Okay, let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay, sorry guys, I just hit the camera. Goodness gracious. Here we go. And this is not a necklace that I want to hang very long. I want it to be up around my collarbone. So I'm going to say, let's measure how long this is. This little section right here is about 8.5 inches. So let's say about, let's see, I did a choker earlier that was 18 inches. So we want to go longer than that. So I'm going to say maybe 21 inches probably, or 22. Let's go 22. So if this is 8.5, I need about 11 and 11. No, not right. 8.5, 22 minus 8.5 is 13.5. Okay, so I need 13.5 feet or inches here. So 13.5 divided by 2. Well, let's see. 13 divided by 2 is 6.5. So I'm going to do about 7 inches per side. So 14, yeah, that's going to come out about right. 6 inches per side of the bead stringing wire. But you want to leave enough to crimp still. Don't forget that. And figure in your clasp in that. So I'm cutting a couple pieces that are about 8 inches. Okay, so I'm going to again crimp right here onto the loop. I'm just going to crimp right onto this. Or do I want to use, I am going to use a jump ring. Because I've been crimping onto a jump ring, I just think it'll, you know, with a jump ring, I think it'll look better. It'll just be more cohesive. So I'm just going to do the same thing then that I've been doing and get this little loop here. A tiny loop on the end of my bead stringing wire. Okay. And then I'm just going to hook that on with one of my little 4mm jump rings. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So get your other side done and come right on back. Alrighty, so I've got these ends hooked on with, or these both hooked on with jump rings. And now I think all I'm going to do, and I can't decide if I want to use some of the rose gold up the side here or not. I know I'm going to use the bead caps and the pearls. I may just add the rose gold in every little bit just for a touch of shine, just to lighten it up a little bit. We'll see. I'm just cutting these apart. They're little plating, glues them together sometimes when they're being made. Whoops. Okay. All right, so let's see what we got here. Let's start with a rose gold bead. Just make sure it goes down over your tail right there. You don't have a tail hanging out. And then let's do a pearl. Wow, these colors are so pretty. A bead cap, a pearl, a bead cap. Okay, just like that. And then a regular pearl again. And let's do a bead cap, a pearl, a bead cap. So I'm going to do a bead cap every other pearl. I don't really want to do them on every pearl. Just kind of trying to bring the metals up into here just slightly. Now, I've got 4 pearls on there. Let's do one more pearl. And then I'm going to do a rose gold bead. So 5 pearls, a rose gold bead. Okay? And then we'll go back into our next pearl with the bead caps. Bead cap, pearl, whoops, and bead cap. Another pearl, And I'm going to do the same pattern over and over. Bead cap, purl, bead cap, purl. This is 4. I need one more with bead caps. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, and then I'm going to do my rose gold bead. And then I will start the pattern again. Purl, bead cap, purl, bead cap, purl, bead cap, purl, bead cap. What's that, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, and a purl. And my rose gold bead. Okay, so I'm going to do that same pattern all the way up this side and all the way up the other side here. Exactly the same. And then when you're done, you get the length, hold it up, make sure it's going to fit you good like you want it, and then come on back and we will add our clasp. Okay, so I'm finished stringing it, and by the time that I measure from the bottom of the pendant up to the top of the beads, it's right about 12 inches. So that gives me about 24 inches total length, and that's pretty good. So I am going to crimp this, and we're going to add on the toggle. Okay, we've got our toggle here, and where are my crimp beads? Now, I think I might use wire guards on this just because, you know, it's on a part of the necklace that's going to get a lot of wear, and I have them here, so I think I do. Thought I had some copper ones. Maybe not. Okay, well, I'm just going to use like the lighter gold here. I don't have rose gold either, but I'm just going to use these lighter gold ones. And I am going to crimp using the wire guard. So I'm just coming up and over the wire guard, just like this. Okay. Then I'm going to put my toggle ring on. Up into there, just like that. Now my crimp bead went up into there. Get back down there. Okay. And now I'm going to put the tail of the crimp bead, through the crimp bead here. So now I'm just going to pull this down until everything is laying nicely. You don't want this super straight, like poker stick straight, but you do want it to, you know, you don't want it to have a bunch of gaps in it either. So my little trick is I hold these between my thumb and first finger, the tail. I hold this other piece between this finger, these two fingers, and I just put a little tension on it. I close up my wire guard a little. So I'm just making sure that this has movement, but there aren't any gaps in there. And then I just have a slight bit of tension on this wire here so that it doesn't gap up around the top of the wire guard. And then I crimp down. And I forgot to go down through a few of the beads. That would have looked better. And then I'm just going to close this up. So let me see if I can get down through a couple of them, just because I don't like to cut it right above the first bead anyway. It pokes out right there. I don't like that. I don't know if I can do this way. We'll see. I would think I could. There we go, yeah. And so I'm just going to poke it down through here, and we'll see if it decides to come out somewhere or if it just goes all the way down in. Either way is fine. So just go ahead and poke it right on down in here. Yeah, I guess it's not going to pop out anywhere. The whole thing's going down in there. If you do this before you crimp it, it's a whole lot easier. I don't see it anywhere coming out, but now it's kind of stuck. So Oh, this whole day's been like this. Let me see if I can find it in between these beads down here somewhere. If you can just grab it and pull it out. There we go. Is that it? Yep. Okay, here we go. Pull it out, pull it tight down through there. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to trim it off. That was harder than it needed to be. I made it harder. Okay, same thing on the other side. Make sure all your beads are scooted down well. Put on your crimp, your wire guardian, up and over. Let's put on our toggle bar. Now I'm going to go down through the crimp and down through a few of these beads. Right through that bead cap. And then I'll grab this and holding the toggle and pulling gently, just pull it down. Close that wire guard up. And again, using my tension trick here, just making sure there's no gaps in the beads, but they can still move. And that everything looks good, and I'm just going to crimp it down. Just about pinched my finger. Turn it sideways and close it up. And there we have it. I really, really, really like this one. It turned out really pretty. Look at that. So check out GGC Treasure Bag. Like I said, they sell out really fast. You need to get on there and sign up for the emails if you want to get notified when she has a new box ready to come out. But definitely beautiful products. I can't, you know, great quality and a lot of fun to work with. So thank you again to Gina for sponsoring this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.